Hi everyone, Tracy Baker here for Baker Gets Cooking. Today I'm going to be making some grilled balsamic vegetables. This is my favorite way to serve vegetables in the summertime when you're grilling meat. So whether it's alongside of meat, or we've also done this with just vegetables and added some cooked and cooled quinoa, and it works very well for that too. So I'm going to do just like the basic recipe, and then on the blog I'll kind of give you some tips as to how you can kind of put it together with different things to kind of do different spins on it. But it's a super good way to eat your veggies. My kids love this. They like peppers, and they love mushrooms. And most of them like onions. One doesn't like onions so much, so he eats the peppers and the mushrooms. And I'll show you how to do that. So we start with a bunch of mushrooms. Now, my guys like mushrooms. These are brown mushrooms, cremini mushrooms. You can use white button mushrooms. That would be fine too. And I've just kind of brushed them clean and cut them. They were big ones, so I've just cut the big ones in half. If you had smaller ones, you could just leave them whole. And I have, I don't know, maybe 8 cups. I'm making a lot here because I want leftovers, because the leftovers heat up terrifically, and they're great. It's great to take for lunch during the week. So I've got a few mushrooms cut up, about 8 cups. I've got just some yellow onion here, kind of quartered. I've got one more to do, so I'll just do that quickly. Add to my bowl. It's a big bowl, big silver bowl. So you just kind of want like chunks of onion. And then I have a bunch of peppers. So these are orange, red, and yellow peppers, bell peppers, so they're not spicy. And I've de-seeded them and washed them. And I'm just going to cut them into big chunks like that. So 2-inch by 2-inch, roughly like that chunk. And everything goes into the big bowl. So I've got all my peppers cut up now, and I'm being joined by my son Seth, and Seth's going to help me put the rest of it together. So in the big bowl, we're going to cover them with a generous coating of extra virgin olive oil. Use the best olive oil that you can find. This is a President's Choice variety. Make sure it's in a dark bottle and check the expiry date. So I'm going to put probably, close to half a cup of olive oil. You want them coated very well because that's going to help them char and cook nicely, and it gives it nice flavor. So I'm just going to sprinkle that all over. Seth, do you like these veggies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
they're a good thing, aren't they? Yep. Great to have in the summertime when we're barbecuing. So that's about a half a cup of olive oil, and then I'm going to toss them, and I'm going to use my hands because that's kind of the best tool that you have. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to break these chunks of onions up so that there's 3 or 4 layers deep. So kind of break them in half as you're tossing. Now, Seth,
Yeah?
you can take that spice mixture. So I have a teaspoon of onion powder and half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of seasoning salt, a teaspoon of regular salt, and we're going to add pepper at the end. So Seth, can you just kind of like sprinkle that around, not all of it at once, and then we're going to toss them again. Oh, it's kind of sticking. Then we're going to toss that around. That's good. So that all the veggies get a little bit of that seasoning salt. Okay. A little bit more. Good. Almost. A little bit. 2 more times, I think. Okay. Okay. Now I haven't put any herbs in this because herbs will burn on the grill. If you want to add herbs at the end, you can do that. That would be a better place to put them. That looks pretty good. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's time to skewer. So I've got these stainless steel skewers. You can use bamboo if you don't have stainless steel. Do you want to grab one, bud? Okay. And it doesn't matter what order they go on, just put them on however. So,
just grab and put them on?
Yep, you bet.
They're slippery.
Well, they're oily, yeah. So your hands are going to get dirty.
Yeah, I know.
But that's okay.
So do you want them down to the...
Yep, put them right down to the very bottom. That way you can put lots of veggies on it. The mushrooms, Seth, they go on if you skewer them from the bottom to the top, like kind of like through the stem. They won't split. Sometimes mushrooms split if you skewer them.
You get it. Can I get some onion on this one?
So you just keep going. This is a bit labor intensive, but they can be prepared to this point and kept in the fridge overnight. You can skewer them all with the seasoning on them, put them onto a tray, and cover them with plastic wrap. Keep them up to a couple of days. In fact, they would be just fine. The salt might release a bit of juice from the veggies, but I think they would taste perfectly fine if you did that. So you just put them all on there. Don't they look pretty?
Yeah.
I think so. All of my veggies are onto skewers. My helper went and found something better to do, so he's gone. But he helped a little bit, and that was a great thing. It makes things go a little bit faster and more hands for sure. So my grill has been preheating to about a medium high, and let's go out and put them on the grill. So I'm going to grill these before I grill my meat, because these vegetables actually taste best when they are at like room temperature. So you don't have to serve them piping hot. You just need to serve them at room temperature. So while they're sitting in here waiting for the meat, they come to the perfect temperature, and then it all goes on the table at the same time. So let's go out and put these on the grill. The vegetables are off the grill. They took about 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to put them all into this bowl. Well, I'm going to put half into this bowl. Like so. And I'm going to put half into this bowl. Okay, so tonight we're going to have this for supper, and this is going to be for lunches during the week. So I'm just going to get a serving spoon. Now to finish this off, you need some balsamic vinegar. And you need to buy the best balsamic vinegar that you can find. Ask to taste if they'll let you taste. That's the best way. So you want a vinegar that has very little acidity, that's very sweet and very thick. This one is from Italy, and I'm probably going to use it the remainder of it tonight, and I'm sad because it's so delicious. So you just need to kind of drizzle a couple of tablespoons of vinegar over top of your veggies. This one I got at Superstore, and it's a balsamic reduction. It's not bad. It's not maybe as good as the Italian one, but you know what? It's pretty good. It is very thick, so I'm just going to use a little bit, and if I need to add some more, I can do that. Okay, in addition to those veggies there, I'm going to add a couple of cups of cooked quinoa. mix it all together. So your quinoa is going to make a complete protein, and it'll be like a one-pot meal for whoever wants to enjoy this. And then you just toss. I might need a little bit more balsamic vinegar here, just to kind of make things taste a little more rounded. Okay. And I'm just going to leave the balsamic vinegar and the veggies as is. And I've roasted some chicken. I'm going to serve it with roasted chicken, and that will be our supper. It's that simple. I better have a taste to make sure it's all okay. So good. I could use a little bit of pepper over the top, because remember, we didn't add pepper to our seasoning. We added after the grill. And maybe just another grind or two of salt. And I think that'll be perfect. Let's taste this one. That could use a little bit more balsamic, so I'll just drizzle a little bit more on there. So this is a very versatile dish. You can serve it alone. You can serve it with quinoa, or brown rice, or wild rice, or crumble some feta cheese on it over top of it. I'm going to cut up some of these little mozzarella bocconcini balls and put that in it. It really is so versatile, and it can be done so many different ways, and it's delicious. Let's see if that's made the difference. We'll taste that again. That's perfect. I hope your family likes this as much as mine does. I hope you try this recipe. The recipe will be on my blog, and the link will be beneath the video. And we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.